Subject-Verb Agreement. In this video, I will teach you all about Subject-Verb Agreement. We will start with the basics and we will discuss some more advanced topics later on. First, let's understand what is a subject. A subject is a part of a sentence that contains the person or thing performing the action in a sentence. So, what is Subject-Verb Agreement? Well, you know every English sentence has a subject and a verb. Subject-verb agreement means the subject and the verb must be in the correct form. In other words, the verb must always agree with the subject in number and person. The verb in the sentence must be singular if the subject is singular. If the subject is plural, then the verb will be plural as well. This is known as the agreement of subject and verb. See these examples. First one, the dog chases the cat. In the first sentence, we see a singular noun as a subject, that is the dog. And the verb is chases. Noun means a name. So here dog is the name of an animal. This is the subject here. The verb is chases, means an action. So in this sentence, the subject is singular noun, that is one dog. So the verb also needs to be singular, that is chases. But in the second sentence, the dogs chase the cat. We have a plural subject and a plural verb. The dogs chase the cat. Notice that the nouns and verbs are behaving in opposite ways. The singular noun dog becomes dogs with an S in the plural form, but the verb has an S in the singular form, chases, and the plural verb chase does not have an S. So remember children, the plural verb does not take an S at the end. So in present tenses, nouns and verbs form plurals in opposite ways. Nouns add S to the singular form, but verbs remove an S from the singular form. Let's see the first rule. In natural speech and writing, we often use pronouns in the place of nouns to avoid repetition. Pronoun I is always singular. I am always just one person. You is usually singular because we usually focus on one person when speaking, but it can also be plural if you are talking to more than one person. Like through this video, I am teaching all of you. So I is a singular pronoun and you can be singular or plural. However, the rule in English is that with both I and you, we always use a plural verb. There is no reason for this. It's just the rule. Let's see the examples. I read the newspaper every morning. You make very good coffee. Here I is the subject and singular, but read, the word read is plural. Let's see some more examples. You were invited to come. You are asked to clean the room. You sing so well. The pronoun I and you always takes a plural verb. Let's see the second rule. If the sentence begins with here or there, the verb agrees with the subject which follows it. In most sentences, the verb is placed after the subject. In sentences that begin with there, the subject is placed after the verb. The verb needs to agree with the subject, not with here or there. Let's see the example. Here are the books you ordered. The subject is books, not here. So, the verbs need to be plural. Second sentence, there is a book on the table. So here, book is the subject which is singular and is the verb which is again singular. Let's see the third rule. If in a sentence where two subjects are joined with either or neither nor, the verb agrees with the subject closest to it. Let's see the example. Neither the players nor the coach is joining. Here two subjects are mentioned. First is the players and second coach. And the nearer to the verb is coach. So we will use coach is singular, means one. So we will use singular verb is. Now see the next example. Either the conductor or the singers are attending the concert. So here two subjects are mentioned using or. The conductor it's a singular subject, and singers, it's a plural. But the nearer to the verb is singers. So we will use plural verb with plural subject. Let's see the fourth rule. A singular subject followed by intervening words or phrases takes a singular verb. What are intervening words or phrases? A word or phrase coming between the subject and verb does not go against the subject-verb agreement. The intervening word or phrase include like, plus, with, accompanied by, along with, as well as, in addition to, one of, and together with. Intervening words or phrases do not affect subject-verb agreement. Let's see the example. John, accompanied by his sisters, is enrolling in quiz competition. Here the main subject is John, and the phrase accompanied by his sisters is just giving additional information, but the main subject is John, which is singular. So we will use singular verb, that is. Second example, here daddy as well as my brothers is enjoying the party. Here daddy is the main subject, which is singular. So we will use singular verb, that is. So whenever there are intervening words, we will use singular verb. Let's see the fifth rule. Singular subjects joined by and require a plural verb except when they mean one thing. Let's see the example. First one, Rita and Romy are reading novels. Rita and Romy are different people. So these are plural subjects. So we will use plural verb, that is are. In next example, my teacher and friend is here. My teacher and friend both are same person. My teacher is my friend. So I am talking about only one person. That is why we are using singular verb here. Let's see the sixth rule. If a singular subject is followed by a phrase containing a plural noun, the verb is singular. Let's try to understand with the example A. One of the boys is yelling so loud. Here the simple subject is one, one, which is singular. Of the boys is a prepositional phrase. The prepositional phrase of the boys does not affect the verb. Therefore, is a correct form of verb. Let's see the second one, B. One of the members is against the rule. So here main subject is one. Of the members is prepositional phrase. So we will not look at the prepositional phrase. We will just look at the first subject, that is one. One more thing. A subject will come before a phrase beginning with of. This is a key rule for understanding the subject. The seventh rule is the indefinite pronouns like several, few, both, many, others are always plural. For example, both were asking to be freed. Second example, several are seeking justice. So a plural verb is used with the pronouns both, several, few, many and others, which are always plural. Eighth rule says when any of the following indefinite pronouns is the subject, then the verb is singular. For example, everybody, each, no one, another, anybody, nobody, every, nothing, everything, anyone, either, neither, everyone, somebody, someone. So indefinite pronouns that end in one are always singular, or indefinite pronouns that end in body are always singular. This is the easiest way to learn. So let's see some examples. Every man and woman in this hall is a member, starting with every. So it should be singular. So we are using singular verb, that is. Second example, neither of the two lamps is working. So starting with neither, so it is singular. So we will use singular verb, that is. Okay children, now there is a quiz to test your understanding. Choose the correct form of the verbs given in the brackets. So complete it, pause the video. Alright, let's look at the answers. First, there is no table in this hall. Subject is table, singular noun, so we will use singular verb, that is. Second is Lalit and Anuj are friends. Lalit and Anuj are two persons. that is plural noun. So verb must be plural, that is are. Third is many of my friends are waiting for their results. Many is the subject which is plural. So the verb must be plural, that is are. Fourth, the planes fly in the sky. Here the subject is planes which is plural, so verb must be plural, that is fly. Fifth is few students are present in the class today. When few word is used with a countable noun, the verb is plural. Sixth, most of my friends are government employees. Most is an indefinite pronoun. It can be plural or singular depending on how they are used in the sentence. Here the prepositional phrase does affect the subject. It tells you whether you are talking about a part of one thing, singular, or about a number of things or person, that is plural. So here we are talking about many friends. So the correct answer is are. Seventh is Rupesh, my best friend, is leaving for Japan next week. So the subject is singular, Rupesh. So singular noun is used here. Eighth, either color is fine with me. Either always takes singular verbs when acting as a subject of a sentence. Here either is the subject and behaves like a singular noun. It requires the singular verb. Okay, how many of these did you get right? Okay, let's move to the next slide, number 9. Expressions of time, money, weight and distance are singular even if the form is plural. For example, $10 is too much. So when we are talking about money, time and measurement, then we will use singular verb if the focus of your sentence is a total amount. You may still be little confused and that's okay. This is a difficult topic. Just remember to always consider the main focus of your sentence. Are you talking about a total amount or multiple units? If you are talking about total amount, you will use singular verb. Now the 10th rule is the following words are always plural, like pants, trousers, pliers, scissors, shears, tongs. However, if the word pair is used, the verb is singular. So some nouns are always plural. These nouns have two parts. Like trousers, it is having two parts. Scissors, likewise. See the example number 1. A, the pants are torn into two. So it is having two parts. That is why we have used plural verb. But if these words are preceded by the phrase a pair of or the pair of, they will be regarded as a singular subject. For example, the pair of scissors is placed on the table, then it is considered as a singular unit. Then the verb will be singular. Rule number 11. Certain nouns, though plural in form, are singular in meaning and therefore take singular verb. For example, mathematics is my favorite subject. Here mathematics is the subject and it looks like plural but actually it is a singular word. So singular verbs are usually used with nouns that are plural in form but singular in meaning. Second example, the latest news is alarming to the public. Here news, it looks like plural but actually it is a singular noun. Rule number 12, when the word is preceded by a, it takes a plural verb, and when it is preceded by the, it takes a singular verb. So nouns that are collective take a plural verb when the group as a whole is meant, and they take a singular verb when the group can be thought of as a individual members. So commonly used collective nouns include number, majority, series and variety. Let's see the first example. A number of students are waiting outside. Note here that when collective nouns refer to singular group as a whole, they are often preceded by the word a. But let's see the next example B. The number of students outside is not yet enrolled. So here the sentence suggests individual group members. They are often preceded by the word the. 13th rule, when the fractions are used, the verb agrees with the object of the phrase. For example, 1/2 of the cake was consumed. 1/4 of the employees were attending the seminar. So children, keep it in mind, if the word that follows the fraction or percentage is singular, Like here in the first example, 1/2 is the fraction of the cake. So the cake is the subject here and it is singular. Then you will use a singular verb, that is was. And if the word following the fraction is plural, like in second example, 1/4 of the employees. Employees means plural word. So use a plural verb. 14th rule, the name of the country is always regarded as singular. For example, the Bahamas has beautiful beaches. Philippines is a wondrous place. So the name of any book, country or organization may look like it is plural. However, as the name indicates a single thing, the singular verb form is used. 15th rule is adjectives used as nouns are considered plural. Let's see some examples. The poor are to be helped. The efficient are what this country needs. So if the plus an adjective appears as the subject of a sentence, it will be plural. It will be considered as plural. Let's see the next slide, 16th. Collective nouns may be singular or plural depending on whether the individual members are acting individually or collectively. These nouns are company, group, committee, crowd, jury, flock, team. So collective noun is a noun that is made up of more than one person, animal, place, idea or thing. Family, for example, is a collective noun. It stands for one unit or group but consists of more than one person. We use singular verbs with collective nouns when we think of the noun as a singular or single unit. That means that each member in the group is doing the same thing. There is no individually different actions occurring within the group. As in the first example number A, the committee is against the plan. Here committee is acting as a collective unit but it is a singular. So here each individual member of the committee are having same opinion. Now see the next example B, the committee are of different opinion. So we use plural verbs with collective nouns when we think of the group as individuals all doing different things or we want to emphasize the differences that are occurring in the group. So here in this example, each individual member are of different opinion. So therefore, we are going to use the plural verb here and which is are. 17th, in the use of mathematical expressions, the following are accepted. Examples, 7 plus 3 is 10, 7 and 3 is 10, 5 minus 2 is 3, 4 times 4 divided by 2 is 8. So mathematical expressions of subtraction and division require verbs, while expressions of addition or multiplication take either singular or plural verb. But sums and products of mathematical processes are singular and require singular verbs. 18th number, all the titles of books, plays, articles, movies, etc. are regarded as singular even though words in the title may be plural. For example, The Three Musketeers is a historical adventure novel. Great Expectations, it is showing plural noun but actually it's a name title of a book, so we will consider as a singular. So we will use singular verb, was written by Dickens. Now let's see the last slide, 19. If a gerund or an infinitive comes as a subject, the verb will always be singular. So gerund is a verb form which functions as a noun and infinitives act as a noun, adjective or adverb, and it is actually made up of two words, to plus verb. Let's see some examples. Swimming is a good exercise. Walking is a good habit. So swimming and walking word are gerunds. Third is to err is human. Here it is infinitive. It means normal for people to make mistakes. Now it is the time for quiz. Pause the video and complete this exercise. Alright, let's look at the answers. First, there are many exceptions to this rule. Here, with the word many, we use plural verb are. Second is bread and butter is my favorite breakfast. So here bread and butter is a single unit. They are used together. It's actually a compound subject, so we will use here singular verb, that is. Third is neither Vipul nor his friends were hurt. Here, if two subjects are joined with neither nor, the verb agrees with the subject closest to it. So here, the main subject is friends. So we will use plural verb, were. Third is slow and steady wins the race. So again, slow and steady is a single unit, so we will use singular verb here, wins. Fourth one, no news is good news. So here it looks like plural, but it is the singular subject. So we will use singular verb, is. Fifth, there are 60 students in our class. Here the verb is placed after the subject. The verb needs to agree with the subject, not there. And subject is students. That's why we have used plural verb. Now next is physics is my favorite subject. Physics again is a singular subject with singular verb. Next is seventh, the poet and singer is dead. The poet and singer is the same person, so singular verb is used. Eighth, he as well as his classmates is working. Here main subject is he, so we will use singular verb. So children, I hope you have enjoyed the video. See you in the next lesson. Bye bye.